Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Bliss White and today we were gonna play with some Charlotte Tilbury. I was so excited because I was able to score the Pillow Talk little set, and I missed out the first time, and then she relaunched it and I was able to get the beautiful Pillow Talk quad, which I just thought was right up my alley. It is just such beautiful, kind of soft, muted colors. I just thought this might be my kind of go-to eye. And then we have the new Pillow Talk blush, which I just think is absolutely gorgeous. So we were gonna do a little bit of fun with that, and I know that some of this is sold out, but it is coming back. I have confirmed, and I think that it is going to be relaunched. I would get on her newsletter, you guys. She might do another relaunch sooner rather than later, but let's take a look. I also am gonna use all Charlotte Tilbury today. So we're gonna do the full on Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm trying out the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, which I have purchased before but wasn't in love with, but wanted to give it a second chance. So if you are interested in seeing this look, please go ahead and watch. Eek, I can hardly wait. Okay, let's go ahead and put some makeup on this face. So I am going to start with, actually, you know what? I'm going to start with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I'm so excited to be trying the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, which I just have a sample in because it hasn't worked for me in the past. Now, I start with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that because I think part of the reason I didn't like the foundation was I think it's really more for oily combo skin, not necessarily dry. So, but because I am a total freak and I've seen a couple of my favorite YouTubers who are a little bit older, they're not, I'm the oldest, but there's some of them really loving this foundation. I've been like, oh my gosh, maybe it is good. So you guys, I am just dabbing on a little, ooh, you guys, I just love this. It's so nice. So this used to be my day cream. And it is fantastic for more mature, dry skin. So if you tried this and you're younger or have oily skin, you may not like this. It's just, I feel like it's just super kind of rich, and it really does plump and hydrate the skin. Okay, next up, I am going to use the Brightening Youth Dew, but just really underneath my eyes. I find this, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter on my skin today, so I don't use both, otherwise I will literally be way too, I'll be glistening. Okay, I'm just taking a teeny weeny bit, and I really, you guys, this is fantastic for underneath the eyes. I just put that, it kind of just lightens up. It's a nice film. Now, I do like this guy, but I don't like it quite as much as I just like the Wonder Glow, because that one's a little bit more champagne-y and this is a little bit more pearlescent. So I really do love it underneath my eyes. Okay, so I'm feeling very plumped and hydrated. And then, you guys, this stuff really is magic, and I've noticed that a lot of us mature women are really liking this kind of highlighter, because I think it does just make your skin, basically, if you want your skin to look good, you need to get this. Healthy, glowy, it is quite beautiful. So what I'm going to do, and I have this in shade 3, and I am going to use this basically kind of on my cheeks here, and then down just a little bit, like forehead, nose, and here. And you guys, this is going to be plenty. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of leave it that way and then use the foundation. So I have to say one thing is, part of the fun and part of my junkiness with foundation is that whole research of, you know, reading reviews and then getting the color right. And I was matched initially in this Magic foundation in 4, and I didn't like it. And so I'm wondering, I'm gonna try it in 5. And that is what I probably am in. I kind of in between, I'm wondering 5 and 6. So what I'm going to do is dab some of this on. And you guys, I'm gonna use my fingertips for the first, and then if we need more, I'm gonna use Beauty Blender. I remember from using this a long time ago, that fingertips, it's kind of thick and moussey. And I kind of remember that when I used it with my fingertips, I actually liked it. Okay, let's see if we think this color is okay. And, okay, so it feels very, now I did just layer up with a bunch of the Magic cream and stuff, but it feels really moisturizing. Or not moisturizing, but very, I can't even talk this morning. It just feels very creamy and nice. Okay, so this is initial like dabs on with my fingertips. And I am going to see what I feel like. It's a little bit tacky. And again, this could be from layers of other stuff. And I think that it's nice. It's not like, as far as coverage, you guys, and this is again, first layer, doesn't seem like a whole lot of coverage. I do feel like it makes my skin look healthy, but let's go ahead and use this with a Beauty Blender. And then you guys, if you have used this, let me know if you think brush is best. I wonder if I even brought down a brush. I did. Okay, I'm debating between Beauty Blender. What we'll do, maybe we'll do just a little bit more. I just want to get a little bit more coverage. And I don't want to look like cake face, but I do feel like I need a little bit more coverage. Okay, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Complexion brush, and I am going to use that and see what we think with just a little bit more on my skin. And isn't it funny? I am just a little, I'm like, I really want to like this. I love Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm really wanting to like this foundation. And for some reason, I just don't know about it. Okay, now I'm actually starting to like the way that looks. And I feel like I have plenty on. So I think one thing I will say is this, I think it claims to be a little bit more medium to full, but I feel like this is literally like medium. And maybe, you know, because I don't want to be putting on any more foundation here. I think that the color is pretty good. And let's see, I think 5 is much better than 4. I think that's the thing, is I know I appear to be sort of fair skinned. And oftentimes when I go in to get matched, they usually pull like one of the lighter ones, and then they're like, oh no, you're a little bit more darker than that. I'm like, because otherwise it makes me look really old. Okay, so now you're gonna laugh because I do have the Magic Away concealer, which I have been enjoying. Again, you guys, I'm not a huge concealer girl, or you know, I need it, but I find that it just creases and makes me look older. I couldn't get the cap off because I have so much stuff on my face, on my hands. Okay, we're gonna use, this is in shade 5, And I'm just gonna do a little bit of this up in this dark crevice area. And you guys, can you see where I applied that flawless filter? Like it really is. It gives your skin a little glow. Okay, I'm being like YouTube today. I'm putting on lots of concealer, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender, and I am just going to really pat all of this in. This is going to be fun. I cannot wait. Now you guys, I know that what I'm using is sold out again today, the Pillow Talk, but I have a feeling that she is going to launch, she's going to launch this again. I think it's in February, and she may launch it again online. So I would sign up because I'm on her mailing list, and it literally came back on for a day, and then I think it was sold out within hours. She has got it going on, people. She knows how to sell some makeup. We're gonna let that kind of meld into the skin. So one thing I always like to do is just kind of warm up my fingertips and press everything into my skin. I'm not gonna powder quite yet, but I am going to use, I will use the, what is it, Flawless Finish powder at the end. I really do love this. Okay, so let's go ahead. I like to do eyes next. So let's do that because I've been dying to use this. You guys, oh, okay. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Sorry, I keep on, someone corrected me. I always say Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Eye Quad. Oh my God. You guys, I know, I'm sure I have something like this in my collection, but it is so pretty and just muted and gorgeous. And I was so enthralled with that Stars in the Eye palette, and I just really like her eyeshadows. Like, these are rivaling my love for Tom Ford, which I didn't think could happen. So I'm gonna start, I'm just gonna follow the 1, 2, 3. So I think, I forget what it's called when you do this, but you know, basically then there's one that's Enhance, and then Smoke, and then you've got your little pop color. I'm forgetting what the first one is, but I'm gonna take this lovely shade right here, and I'm going to start, and actually they have a really nice mirror here. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury blending brush, and I'm just going to apply that just like this. How many of you guys are fans of Charlotte? I just think she is kind of a fun, genuine, it's fun to watch her makeup artistry. I feel like she just wants people to look pretty naturally. I don't feel like it's ever too over the top. Maybe that's why I like it. Okay, I'm just placing that right here. And ooh, I already like that. Okay. So we have just this basic, I don't know, it's got a little bit of pink, but I'm really liking that shade. And then we're gonna go in, and this is probably the one that I was in love with. And I'm gonna take this guy, again, using her brushes today. And I'm just gonna start over here at the outer V and then come up into that, the crease here. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. And it is just a very nice, like, this just seems so day to day for me. And if you are a Charlotte Tilbury fan, I would love to know what your favorite products are. That is one of my, she is definitely one of my favorite brands. That would be kind of fun to do too. Obviously, I like all sorts of brands, but there's some that stand out for me versus others. Okay, so I'm just sort of like going right in that little crease, guys. And I think today I will go ahead, I'm gonna take her little smudger brush, and I am gonna take this shade down here, this one, and dab it off. And I'm gonna take her little smudger brush, and I am going to take this a little bit underneath my eyes, which I kind of watched her do a little tutorial on this guy. And again, I normally don't do this, but we're gonna try it today. I don't wanna look too old. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this beautiful smoke shade, and I am gonna use this smudger brush because I can have a little control, and I'm gonna go in to along the lash line as well as the V here. And so I'm taking this guy here. So far, super pretty. Okay, so first I'm just gonna take this along my lash line, just a little bit, and then up over into that V. And dabbing that off. And just kind of going up here. I really do enjoy her brushes as well, you guys. This is what I probably used most before I bought the Wayne Goss eye set. Okay, I'm gonna go through here and I'm going to just go along that eyelash line, and then again taking a little bit of this guy and just lightly underneath my eyes. I'm trying some new stuff. May be a disaster, but it's worth having a little fun. Okay, so far just very kind of neutral and mild. Here we go. And then my favorite part, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take that little pop shade, and I'm going to pop that right on my lid. I think she does these things just beautifully, you guys. Look at this shade. Okay, so I am just taking this guy, and now I will say it's kind of reminding me of my little Hourglass Reflect, or maybe not the Reflect one, but the formulation is just super pretty without being over the top glitter, if you know what I mean. Like this is, you could wear this during the day as a little pop. It is very pretty. Okay, just kind of nice, pretty pop of color here. I feel like I want to deepen my my crease just a little bit. So I'm going to close my eyes real quick and see what you guys think. And again, as we all know, not a makeup artist. I just love makeup. I'm taking a little bit of this guy here, you guys, with the blender brush, and I'm just going to take this up. I feel like I need a little bit more definition in that socket. And just real lightly, kind of blending that. I'm dabbing it off on my hand, but just kind of going here. Okay, we have that going on. Okay, so let's see what you guys think, and then I am going to use a little bit. I do not have, I did have Barbarella Brown eyeliner from her, but I couldn't find it because I'm a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite, this is definitely a favorite. This is Urban Decay Demolition. As you can tell, this has been very well loved. And I'm just gonna slightly tight line, or kind of a little, smudge a little line right by my eyelashes. Okay, but I'm gonna close my eyes and see what you think so far. Now, obviously, I'm someone who needs mascara to really see an eye look. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of this eyeliner, and I'm just gonna try to come up through the lash line. I'm gonna use a little bit. I do not have, I did have Barbarella Brown eyeliner from her, but I couldn't find it because I'm a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite, this is definitely a favorite. This is Urban Decay Demolition. As you can tell, this has been very well loved. And I'm just gonna slightly tight line, or kind of a little, smudge a little line right by my eyelashes. Okay, but I'm gonna close my eyes and see what you think so far. Now, obviously, I'm someone who needs mascara to really see an eye look. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of this eyeliner, and I'm just gonna try to come up through the lash line. I kind of need to use my both hands, so, okay. It's so funny doing makeup with on camera. I give a lot of these ladies coups, so I'm just kind of going through my lash, nice and soft, but I need a little definition here. Okay, kind of got a little bit. Do you see just right there? I'm gonna do my other eye. Okay, so I just put a little bit, I kind of tight lined. I needed to use a little bit of my hands there. Okay, so now we're gonna put on some of the real eyes, and that is, I'm gonna use her Charlotte Tilbury eyelash curler. I really like this eyelash curler. I've had a couple different ones. The Shu Amira one is obviously really good, but I really do enjoy this. I know the Surat Beauty one is really good, but this is, I do feel like curling your lashes makes a huge difference. And so I'm just giving a couple pumps here. And then let's go ahead. I'm gonna use her Big Fat Lashes. So last time I did Charlotte Tilbury, I did the Legendary Lashes, which I didn't really like, and then I got volume 2 of it. I still don't like it. It's just too clumpy. I've always really liked this guy. This is more of a, I would feel like more natural looking. It gives you volume, but it isn't over the top. And I just really like it. It's a little bit drier, if you know what I mean. Some mascaras are super wet. And I think as long as the brush is good, I feel like that works. But this guy is just a really nice, both my daughter and I really like the Big Fat Lashes. So when Nordstrom has their buy 3 get 1, or there's some buy 2 get 1 free deal, they do them a couple times a year. We tend to stock up on Big Fat Lashes because we both like it. My daughter uses, she's like, I gotta have her do a video because she is really good with mascara, but she uses 2 different kinds every day. So she's my eyebrow eyelash girl. Okay, I'm going to put on the other eye here and hopefully be able to speed this up so you guys aren't bored to death. I spend a little bit of time on my lashes because I really need to. Okay, I've put several little coats of the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat, oh my gosh, I can never say the titles, Full Fat Lashes on, and I'm actually so glad I pulled this out because I'm actually really enjoying it. Okay, so let's get, you know what, I'm gonna powder down the T-zone just a little bit, and then I can't wait to try the blush. So I do have Charlotte's powder brush, and you guys, this is one, I don't know if you can actually see, but I have hit pan on this. This is a powder that I actually really enjoy. And I am gonna go down the T-zone here and just all around, just a very light, and then I'm gonna try to set my concealer. Look, I'm really doing doing the full deal. I'm taking her sculpting brush, you guys, and I'm just dabbing in here real quick, and I'm just gonna go here. I'm always scared to put powder underneath my eyes, but this powder is really very, it is a beautiful powder for more mature skins. so finely milled. I think it has like almond oil in it, so it's kind of nourishing. I am still intrigued by that, her new powder. I know everybody says it doesn't smell good, but okay, I have to be honest. Now that I put the powder on, I wasn't loving the Magic Foundation. But now that I put the powder on, I'm now feeling like it looks a little bit better. You guys can let me know what you think. Okay, so we've got that. Let's do a little sculpting and then put on that blush. I have got one of my favorites. This is the Film Store Bronze and Glow, and I'm gonna just use this little, her bronzer here. And I still love this, you guys. It is still one of my favorites, and I'm just going to sculpt out some cheeks here. A little bit up through my forehead, warm up the skin. And I finally am feeling like kind of like I'm still a little bit swollen, you guys, but I am feeling like a human being. Like I'm feeling more like myself. So I'm so excited. And I have some fun stuff coming up. Okay, so I'm gonna just put some underneath my chin here. So, okay, I still just really always like that. I'm gonna take my blender brush here, and I'm gonna use this a little bit on my nose. I'm just gonna kind of come down just a little bit on the sides of the nose, create sort of a faux shadow for my nose, and then I'm gonna come through and just make sure it's not telltale sign. Okay, let's get to the blush. This was probably between the eyes. So you guys, I've got the eyes on. I just think they're really soft and pretty. Am I sure you need it? This was one of me that this would just be kind of like my disco dust, you guys, which I wear all the time from Tom Ford. This just looked like a quad that I would wear all the time. So that's why I was so like, oh, why didn't I just get it? And I do have to say, I just feel like it's soft, it's pretty, it isn't over the top, you know, day-to-day kind of shadows, which I tend to really like. Okay, the blush. So I have never purchased one of her standalone blushes. I've always just gotten the like instant face in a palette, and so I've used her blushes, but I've never gotten one, and I think that was also it. There's so many that are pretty, like I literally would want all of her blushes, but this one, oh, this is in Pillow Talk, and it just looked like when I saw it, I was like, this might be the one that I need to purchase. And I've heard the formulation is just absolutely beautiful. So I am going to do the swish, and then it looks like, you guys, this looks more like a highlighter. So maybe I'm gonna take a little bit of both of them. And again, it's already pretty, and I'm going to lightly put on my cheeks here and see if it is what I thought it would be. I just thought it looked like kind of in that, you know how I kind of like those neutrally blushes. Okay, so far I'm really liking you guys, I apologize, lighting. It is a gloomy Portland day, so I tend to try to use natural lighting. So, okay, what do we think? It is very, like, I love the shade. It's a little bit bronzy, I think. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this as the highlighter. I'm gonna use this little pop in the middle here, and we're gonna put that on the top of my cheeks over here, and that's pretty. Very, you guys, can you see that on camera? Just very pretty, kind of natural, but you can definitely, that's definitely a kind of a highlighter. My helper over there is being cranky today. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little over here, kind of bring it in that little C, maybe a little here. Okay, so far I am liking the blush. Kind of thought it would be, it just seemed like a really good fresh day-to-day blush. Again, you guys, let me know what your favorite one of these. There's so many good ones. I laugh. It was almost like I couldn't buy one because I didn't know which one to buy. But I like this a lot. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's finish off with a little Pillow Talk lip. And I have her lip liner. And then I'm gonna be using Superstar Lips. I keep on calling it Sexy Lips. But this is in Pillow Talk, but it's the glossy version. And I really love this formulation. Like you guys, if you haven't tried this formulation yet, I really love it. And I am a huge fan of her Matte Revolution. I really like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Pillow Talk and just line my lips, and we'll finish off the entire Pillow Talk look here. Her lip liners are just one of the best. I really like all of them. The other ones that I do, I love Bite Beauty, and then I like the Makeup Forever ones too. If you have tried, those ones are nice. Okay, Pillow Talk, and I'm gonna just slick this guy on. So you guys, seriously, my favorite. It is just, it's great for little lips and glossy, and I think that's what, I think with little lips, I think I actually need to wear a little bit more glossy formulation, especially even as mature. Even though I like the matte, I do feel like I need to put on a little bit of gloss or something. Okay, wow, we did it. The whole Pillow Talk. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. Okay, so you guys, I want to hear what you think about this foundation. Let me just move up slightly. And, okay, here is my full Charlotte Tilbury look. And here's the eyes. Just really soft and pretty. And then we've got the blush, which I absolutely love the blush, and that's why I'm so excited. I feel like those are just these two things. When they get released, you guys, if you want sort of your day-to-day go-to look, I just feel like this was something that I would wear all the time, and I'm super happy that I scored it. Okay, this is the final look, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this little Pillow Talk tutorial. And then you guys, let me know what you think about this magic foundation on me. I'm still on the fence. I just, you know what? I keep on thinking it's gonna be wowing me, and it isn't quite. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.